Kayla told me I had 30 seconds, and I'll do my best. I'm going to try to spin 3 parts of the story. Part of it about me, because I'm selfish, and that's the most important part sometimes. Part about Esperanza and the Dominican, and part about Dave. The part about me is that I was in a position where a few years ago I sold the company and I retired, and suddenly I was alone and I had no friends and I was lonely and I didn't see anybody. And Dave Valley and I had an acquaintance when we coached kids. And here I was, just a guy, the only thing I've got is, that I used to coach kids. And he started asking me about if I would attend this thing. And he really liked to have me come to this deal. And I'm going, well, that's pretty cool. And I realized that, that you need some people that are kind of, will encourage other people to want to be there. Some people say, geez, I went there, Rick Meadows was there. So that's the part about me. And I came here sort of thinking, well, that's kind of cool, and what a neat thing. And then I got here, and Kayla, who is another huge person like Sandra in this organization, and what she does in helping things happen, came up to me and said, did Dave tell you why he wanted you here? No, he didn't. I just thought he wanted me here. It was kind of a cool thing. He says, well, no, we know that you're looking at making a contribution this year, and I've been contributing to the organization over the years. And actually, the reason that you were able to come and be comped, and you can invite a friend, and he was comped, is that we're sort of expecting something out of you. Number one, you're going to have to get up and talk. And number two, you still plan to give a little contribution to the organization this year, right? So here I am, and that's the part about me. The part about Dave, nobody can tell that story better than he told it to us tonight. And when Dave in 1984 or 1985 looked at those little children in the eyes and said, and Vicky, his beautiful wife, and said, we aren't going to abandon these kids. And then the part about Dave and where it fits in with me is a friendship, and here's how it all ties together. When you get in an opportunity like many of you, where in my case I sold the company and ended up having, at a young enough age where I could try to think about what do you want to do, how do you give back, what do you do next? And a lot of us, I know, think about that in life. Okay, I'm going to play golf. The guys who played with me, they realized that wasn't one of my choices. And I'm going to travel, and I've done a pretty good job at travel. Now, what are you going to do after you're done golfing and traveling? And what can you do to make a difference? And how do you give back? And the Esperanza for me is one of the 2 or 3 things that I'm interested in that work perfectly, because Esperanza and my trip down there was a wonderful thing. By the way, I don't know anything about beaches, I don't know anything about great hotels, I don't know anything about golf courses. I know that when I got invited down there, it was 4 days of hard work and getting around and then out of there. That's a bait and switch they're going to pull on you if you want to. But there's a thing that Dave and I coached together. And Dave, I'm bringing this around. I'll wrap it up. I'm sorry, I'm over the 30 seconds. But when we coach together, you try to develop out of young men or young women in softball or whatever the sport is. You try to develop an understanding of the game and the importance and how you play and how you think. And the one thing is, when you coach at the level we did with the so-called select baseball players, you're getting some of the best talent around to go out and play against some of the best talent. And one of the things you like to impart, as young as they are, you try to get across that idea that we have good athletes now, and you can be good, but you'll never have a great team unless the best athletes on that team are also the hardest working on the team. If you think about that, you realize that that's true. It's true in business, it's true everywhere. And I'm telling you, it's true in Esperanza. Not only is this an area of the world where there's a lot of need, and these women, most of whom